All right, so I've only seen half of the fourth. Um, I haven't watched all of it. Like I said, I'm probably 7 minutes and some change left in the game in the fourth. But I got to listen to the game on my drive back, so I, for the most part, know what happened. But let's get into this breakdown. I'm not doing this as a blackout because as soon as I get done with this, I got to go to bed. I got to get straight up in the morning at 4:30 to go back to work, and it's 10:30 here. So do the math, right? But I probably should just go straight to bed and not even do this video. But I love y'all, so out of love, um, I gotta get y'all what y'all need. So this this is a prime example of the stuff I said coming to fruition. Um, my God, they don't even have the stats right on here. Ugh, that's crazy. All right, so wow, that's crazy. The stats are not right. Um, this one was gonna be a hard fought game, and I kind of knew it. Just based off of the like length that they have and everything, and they got experience too. So, yeah, sure they got Scotty Barnes, who's a rookie, but they got Fred, who was on that championship team, OG, who was on that championship team, Goran Dragic, who was an NBA vet, a good one at that, and yeah, they got some talent, okay, and they're not going to go down without a fight. Now, consider this: the Bulls. This is their third game in 4 nights. They played Friday, they played Saturday, they had Sunday off, but they had to travel and travel to Toronto, which means customs and all that other shit. And then they have to play a game now. And then now they're gonna have to fly back, if I'm not mistaken, and play a home game versus the Knicks. Granted, that won't be till Thursday, and so they'll get. I don't want to necessarily say 2 days off because depending on when they fly out, if they fly out in the morning, okay, cool. That gives them a day, to I guess kind of recover. But they're gonna probably practice or something, and then they, right into it. So, they definitely need the break. They're tired, but this is exactly what I was afraid of. Did it hit you guys? Let me put a stat out here for you. Rebound comparison. Okay, we had 20, 28. They had 48. They got. Let me explain what this comes down to. They had one rebound a minute. We had one rebound. No. Okay, let me do it a different way because I'm messing myself up with my analogy. They got one rebound per minute for the game. Okay, and that translates to 12 a quarter. We got 7 rebounds a quarter. So that means every quarter they got 5 more rebounds than us. They got 5 more cracks at a possession. Or 20 more possessions worth of shots, essentially, than we got. Now, I'm not going to use, I don't know why the stats are jacked up here on the NBA app on the PlayStation, but they are. Because this is not the way it should be, and I really wish it wasn't because there's some points I need to make here. But anyway, Highest score they had was OG, uh, 22 points. Scotty Barnes had 13. Precious Achua 11 and 11. He had a double double. Gary Trent was cooking us early with 18 points, 4-9 from three. Um, and then Fred Van Vliet had a 15-17 double double. Okay, that's kind of numbers and 6 rebounds. It's kind of what we expect from Zoe. But he also had like this says he has 8 turnovers. That's a lot. That's a lot. Scotty Barnes had 6 turnovers. Okay, and I'm saying this knowing good and well the Bulls are like a legit defensive team that will force turnovers. Okay, but again, athletic team, um, got experience, and is bigger than us. Pretty much what I've been preaching. Okay, DeMar DeRozan got to the line 10 times. Was perfect. That's what you want him to do. 26, 4 and 6. The 4 is the rebounds. And as I call these stats out, the second number is always going to be the rebounds, and the third number is the assists. 26, 4, 6, 35 minutes, 49 seconds of playing time, 7 of 19 from the field. The 7 of 19 doesn't really show how important he was in this game. Normally you look at that's 36.8%. That, you would look at that and be like, ugh, it's bad. 2 or 4 from 3. He just walked into one straight up, like in transition, just knocked it down. Surprisingly. He's been halfway decent from 3 this year. He ain't taking a bunch of them, but when he does, do a pretty good job. But that 37% field goal percentage, you look at it, you're like, ugh. But he was the reason that this game that got close was won. And I'm just going to be real. Like, sometimes, and I've said this, sometimes you got to look past the numbers. Like, that 37% was needed. It was necessary. Sure, you wish you would have made more shots and maybe they wouldn't have been in this position, but every shot he made was critical in winning this game. Pat Will, look. Everybody's going to talk about the 3 that he passed away. Passed away. I said that like he did. Passed away. He had 4 points today. Okay, he didn't take any threes. 2 assists, no rebounds. 2 or 3 from the field. He was not taking shots again. I don't like this. Like, let me go scroll down here. Look, Troy Brown Jr. didn't even play close to the same minutes. 16 minutes, 44. He put up 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 of 9 shooting, 1 of 4 from 3. Okay. Pat Will got lesser numbers, albeit more efficiently, took less shots. You got bench players like outdoing you in numbers. Like Caruso, 8, 2 and 2 on 50% shooting, made his 1-3, made all of his free throws. Not to mention the 4 steals. Okay, 4 turnovers with it, but I mean, he still produced more than Pat Will. Alize Johnson, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Perfect from the field, 3 of 3. 13 minutes. Caruso played more minutes, but Javonte Green played 13 minutes essentially, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Didn't make a single shot other than his free throws. The bench together put up what? 2 plus 8, 10, 21, 27 points. Not enough scoring coming from the bench. But you got a starter here who even by shots, it's not being as aggressive. Javonte Green only took one shot. Everybody else he either matched or had less. Alize Johnson only took 3. Everybody else took 4 and 9. Okay, these guys coming off the bench are taking more shots than you. Problem. We can't have that. That 3 he passed up was bad. Don't get me wrong. It was bad. But there's bigger issues than that one shot. You feel me? There's way bigger issues. And I've been questionable on Pat Will since before the season started. I've had questions about him. And people called me haters. People say I'm sleeping on him. Yada, yada, yada. I know my basketball people. I need you guys who called me out to publicly come over here and explain this shit to me. And I'm going to listen. Now, I get it. Injuries. Coming back off injuries. Okay. Fine. But still, Lonzo has come back off injuries. And he ain't been this absent in the game. Okay? And I said this on Twitter. Pat Will is what Lonzo used to be. But Pat Will is a little bit worse than what Lonzo used to be because Lonzo wouldn't want to shoot threes. It wouldn't mean he wouldn't want to attack. He would pass up shots, but it doesn't mean he wouldn't want, like, yes, he'll pass up a shot to get a pass, to try to make a shot, but he would still at least try something. Pat Will not trying anything. Problem. Let's move on. Vooch, 34 minutes, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 of 15 shooting, missed both his threes, split free throws, 3 steals. Look, and I was listening to Locked on Bulls podcast on my way home, and somebody in the comments section said something that I think is very important, and I'm going to repeat this here. They're asking Vooch to do a lot. And they're asking him to play defense in a way that he's never played. On top of the fact you got DeRozan and Zach next to him. And Zoe. Now, I told you guys, I said he was going to be the one that was going to suffer the most statistically. And so far, I'm right. But at some point, maybe we do need to consider the fact that he's got so much he's being asked to do that his scoring numbers aren't what they should be. Like, he's been terrible for shooting a 3. He's been plumb terrible. But it's normally a shot he would make. He's missed some easy ones around the rim. Could it be that his workload is that, like, so great that he is actually suffering offensively? Which is, something we never probably thought about when it came to this team construction and them lacking a true power forward. Could this have a negative effect on Vooch scoring the ball or shooting the ball? If he's become, like, let's assume that this continues for the rest of the year. He's shooting like 30% from 3. Do you no longer guard him? Possibly. How does that affect the rest of the team? It closes up the space. That's something interesting, and I'm glad that person said it on Locked on Bulls in the chat because it prompted me to have to think about this. It never crossed my mind that maybe his scoring numbers would suffer because his workload would be so great because he don't have anybody else out there to do the other work. Pat Will. Efficient night still, 8 of 15. Can't complain about that. Had the highest plus minus. I mean, this dude's been getting steals and deflections. Like, it's been crazy. He hasn't done any of this his entire career. The fact that he's able to do that, he's making up for the shooting in other places. So, I mean, he's still 8 of 15. That's still efficient. It's 53%. But, I mean, damn. He lost the ability to shoot 3 to play halfway decent defense. Moving on. Zach played 35 minutes, had 22 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Something I've noticed too, him and DeRozan are like almost mirror imaging each other's stat lines. So for the last couple games, I've noticed just about the same number of rebounds and assists that one gets, the other gets. So let me give you DeRozan's stat line: 26, 4 and 6. Zach LaVine, 22, 4 and 5. If you don't believe me, even go back to preseason. I was like, they're kind of somewhat like mimicking each other, and I think that's interesting. Now, here's the other thing. Let me show you something. Both made 7 field goals. DeRozan took 3 more shots though, 7 and 19. Zach LaVine, 7 and 16. They're almost mimicked in minutes. 35 minutes, 49 seconds, 35 minutes, 20 seconds. Like, this is creepily, that's probably not a word, but this is creepily ridiculous here. Now, where there's a clear difference is 3-point shots, because that's not DeRozan's game. But they're perfect from free throw attempts. 10 of 10, 5 of 5. Crazy. Zach had a good game. Started off slow again. That first quarter has been a bitch for him. But let me say this. His slow starts probably is the biggest reason why we're not blowing teams out. If you think back to the games that we have been like almost nip and tuck with, he started off slow. And last game, he never got on it. And it got closer than it needed to be. Think about this. If he is on, let's say he makes 3 more shots, this isn't even a contest. They smoked them. They legit smoked them. You know, it's I don't know what it is with him in the first quarter, but he's definitely got to come along a little bit better than that. Other than that, very good game. He had 2 turnovers. I ain't gonna trip about the turnovers. Lonzo, let me just say that it looks like he's leading the team in minutes. He has 38 minutes, 3 seconds. 38 minutes. Lonzo had 4 turnovers this game. Not good. Not good. Most turnovers he's had as a Bull. Not good. Second highest plus minus though. 3 steals and 2 steals and a block. Every game, steals and blocks. And some of this stuff is getting ridiculous. Like, he is going to be on an all NBA team. Defensive team, more specifically. And I got something else to say once I finish this little thing over his stat line, but let me keep going real quick. So he played 38 minutes, most on the team by at least by about 2 minutes, 10 seconds. 15 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Not bad. 5 field goals made, 11 field goal attempts. Why am I emphasizing this? With the exception of, I believe it was last game, or maybe it was the Pelicans game. He's got 5 of 11 almost every game. One game he had 6 of 11. I think that was the Pelicans. But 5 of 11. That's pretty much been what he's putting up. He missed all of his 2 attempts. Ugh. But he was 5 of 9 from 3. He had that flamethrower today. He had that motherfucking flamethrower. And his stat line, for those of you that are concerned, is going to look something like 46%, 43% for the year. 100% from free throw. That's going to be like, as far as the percentage is concerned. So consider this too. First game, I believe he had 12 points. Yeah. Second game, 17. Third game, 13. This game, 15. Tight grouping, consistency. Like 11 shots a game, and he's making 5 of them. It's like 46%. Really, it's like a tad bit over, but 46%, man. From 41%, really from 30, like what, 36%, 39%, 40%, 41 to now 45. He's improving. Consistency. Now, we'll see what it looks like when he plays another very good team, but Toronto was very solid. Presented a bunch of challenges for the entire team. I'm not getting into the bench too much. I kind of already touched on them. Let me say this, man. The media, ESPN, Bleacher Report, Hoop Central, all the other ones, every day he has a game, they're posting his stats. They're posting his motherfucking stats. ESPN is putting up videos with his highlights alone. I don't know what the fuck going on. Something about to happen to Lonzo this year. His media narrative is changing this year because he is popping up. Like, he never popped up on the Pels unless he did something like incredible. 33-point career high game, he'll pop up. Massive triple-double, he'll pop up. Guy got a video for 15, 3, and 5 on 5 threes. Never happens. ESPN don't post his shit. But he's everywhere now. Something is going on. And they're going to market and use his name for clicks. It's coming. And they're going to make sure they go out of their way to plaster him because they're doing it now. If he starts attacking the rim, it wouldn't surprise me in the next couple months if he started getting foul calls. Because he's averaging 14 points a game. He started averaging 2 free throws a game, and if he's if he's averaging 3 free throws a game, if he makes 2, he's 16 points a game. On 45% shooting. On over 40% from 3. On 2 steals a game. A block a game. First, second team all defense. I know what I'm seeing. This don't happen all the time. This only happens for media darlings. So don't be surprised if you start seeing guys change their takes on Lonzo Ball going forward. Because this shit is surprising the fuck out of me. I didn't expect that this year. Not his stats, but what the media is doing. If you don't believe me, go look at ESPN right now. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see something. Can I scroll through this thing real quick? Yeah. It's not on my screen. Normally, if you scroll the thing down, it'd be like, okay, to show you all the uploads and shit. But I know when I got on YouTube a little while ago to go look at their Bulls, Locked on Bulls thing, they had a whole segment just for Lonzo. Lonzo hits 5 threes in the win against Toronto. Had some on him the last game, too. Had some on him with the triple-double, too. I don't know what you plan in media, but we're going to find out. Anyway, Bulls win this game. 111 and 108. They're 4-0. Zach LaVine first four straight wins ever in his career. Now, everything is going according to plan. I had them losing to the Knicks. That's their first loss. 7 p.m. Thursday. Knicks are 2-1. This is what I predicted to be their first loss. Could they win this game? Absolutely. But if they're going to lose a game, I thought it would be this one. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I've been on here over 25 minutes. Oh, by the way, the Bulls got the best record in the entire NBA. I thought someone who said 60 wins was, I ain't gonna do that. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I'm finna go to bed because I gotta go to work. Peace.